Hello and welcome to News Update today, reaching you live from our studio here in Lagos, Nigeria, the nation's commercial capital. And I'm Deborah Ezeh. And now looking into Africa, Nigeria's headline inflation rate rose to 15.63% in December 2021 from 15.50% recorded in November. This was disclosed yesterday by the Statistician General of the Federation, Simon Ari, during a press briefing at the National Bureau of Statistics, Abuja. Earlier data from the NBS showed that headline inflation has been on a downward trajectory since April 2021. Nigeria headline inflation realigned with global concerns over rising prices of essential commodities, leaving the Monetary Policy Committee with hard choices as they meet next week. And still in Nigeria, the United States and British governments have turned down a request by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Kanu, to send representatives to observe his trial holdings at the Federal High Court Abuja Division on January 18th, 19th and 20th. While the US said it was limiting its employees from attending public gatherings, the UK explained that it does not normally attend a court case involving a British national. And moving on, Libya is likely to conduct its general elections in June after missing the December deadline to elect its first president since the 2011 ouster and killing of longtime dictator Muammar Gaddafi. UN Special Advisor on Libya, Stephanie Williams, who has been pursuing the agenda, told the Associated Press that it is still very reasonable and possible for the country's 2.8 million voters to cast their ballots by June, in line with the UN-brokered 2020 roadmap. And now on to the foreign scene. Tonga's small outer island suffered extensive damage from a massive volcanic eruption and tsunami, a Tongan diplomat said on Tuesday, raising fears of more death and injuries. Alarming images taken by New Zealand Defence Force flight showed an entire village destroyed on Mango Island and numerous buildings missing on nearby Atata Island. Tonga police told the New Zealand High Commission that the confirmed death toll stood at 2, but with communications in the South Pacific island cut, the true extent of casualties was not clear. And now in Poland, Poland is experiencing a fifth wave of COVID-19 infections, the health minister said on Monday, warning that the speed of the spread of the Omicron variant could send daily cases numbers soaring to levels not yet seen in the country. While daily cases numbers are falling since early December, the European Union's largest eastern member has had little respite since the fourth wave, regularly reporting over 10,000 new infections per day amid low vaccine take-up and limited restrictions on public life. And still on the foreign scene, Guatemalan authorities said on Monday that they have sent back more than 600 migrants who entered the country in a caravan that was bound for the United States. Guatemala's foreign ministry said 622 people, mainly from Honduras and Nicaragua, entered through borders posts with Honduras, with minors making up about a quarter of the group. The U.S. government has sought help from the Central American nations and Mexico to prevent large groups of people from heading north to the U.S. borders. And now in Japan, Japan's western prefecture of Osaka will record about 6,000 new coronavirus infections on Tuesday, far surpassing the previous all-time high of 3,760 set on the weekend. The numbers of new cases in capital Tokyo are also nearing records in a resurgence driven by the highly infectious Omicron variant that has pushed Japan's new cases to the vicinity of records, with more than 25,000 in recent days. The governors of Tokyo and surrounding prefectures agreed this week to ask the central government for infection-fighting measures such as shorter opening hours for bars and restaurants. And now on to the sports scene. Burkina Faso clinched a place in the last 16 at the African Cup of Nations behind host and group winner Cameroon on Monday, while Cape Verde must wait to see if it goes through as one of the 4 best third-place teams. Meanwhile, Malawi's players have been given an unusual incentive to upset Senegal in their final group game on Tuesday. A year's supply of eggs for every member of the squad if Malawi wins and makes the knockout stages for the first time. And finally, Pierre-Emerick has dismissed false rumors that he left Gabon's squad due to indiscipline ahead of his expected return to Arsenal. The 32-year-old is set to travel back to Arsenal for medical examinations after he was diagnosed with heart lesions following a positive test for COVID-19 Boy has returned to training since and felt healthy. And now for more information on our top stories, you can watch AFRICUNIA television news on our website on www.africunia.tv. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms on Jointim, Pangram, Instagram and Facebook respectively. Link us up on AFRICUNIA_TV. And that is the news update today. Join us on the top of the hour for older programs on a subsequent program bulletin. Many thanks for joining us. I am Deborah Ezeh.